Hey guys, it is December 31st, the last day of 2021, and it is record high today of 87 today and tomorrow, and then we drop down to 31 on Sunday, and then back up into the mid 70s next week. So I'm taking advantage of it before the freeze, getting some of my seedlings planted that have been sitting in these little seed trays for 2 months. And while I'm doing that, I totally forgot that last year my celery did nothing, and basically had it in a window box and shoved it up underneath one of the grow tables. And as I was getting my seedlings going, I looked at the celery. Lo and behold, it is everywhere. So I am transplanting it. Let me turn the camera around. I'm transplanting it out of my window box, and I was like, oh, grab your camera. So this is my celery, and this is what I've already taken out of the box and put it into a bigger pot. Now, I don't know a thing about celery. This is the first time, but I'm going to take this massive, sorry, I've been shoveling dirt all morning. I'm going to take this massive root-bound celery out of the pot. Those are the onions, Hoth seed plethora onions that I probably killed by leaving them in the little seed trays too long. But I'm going to break this in half, and I'm going to divide it into 2 pots, and I'll come back and show you what it looks like. Celery. Ha, who knew? Okay, well, it was too root bound. I was afraid I was going to kill it. So I put it in one of these grow bags. I mean, I'm just amazed at how beautiful this plant is. So I guess the lesson I learned in this is don't give up on something. If you see that it's not performing the way you want, you can just leave it alone, and it will most likely either go ahead and die or make a comeback without your help. So hopefully I did not kill this celery. This is the first time I have ever grown celery. Anyway, let me show you what else I got going on this last day of January 2021 in the garden. So like I said, I've just repotted these seedlings for the plethora onions. Volunteer tomato plant growing right here. I still have a tomato vine over there, but though it's not doing anything, it's got a few blooms. I'll probably rip it out. I just cleaned out these 3 beds. Santa got me a new ho. It is the Haas Tool push-pull hoe, and it was $69, and it was probably the best garden tool I've ever had. So it weeded these beds in no time. I still have strawberries. This is their 3rd year, although I've never gotten a strawberry off of them. I just don't have the heart to, one of those things, don't have the heart to pull it up. Just see what it does. If nothing else, it's pretty and green. I still have all my herbs. I have sage, I have thyme, I have basil. I still have a few tomatoes. Last day of December. There's a couple in there. One turning color down here. This plant over here has a couple on it. Nice size. So I'm not pulling those out yet. My jalapenos are spent. There's got to be something eating. That thing doesn't have a leaf on it, but it still has little bitty peppers. That's about, oh, here's another tomato plant. My kale is just starting to come up, and these are in self-watering buckets, and I may do a demo, because I have to redo these this year. I may do a demo on how that works. But basically, you put water in here, you have airspace down below. There's a hole in the side of the bucket so that when you reach a certain level, the water drains out. So the roots actually go down and they get air and water. So, but the kale's coming back. This was a Brussels sprout. Something ate my Brussels sprout. So hopefully Brussels sprouts grow back pretty quick. I still have Malabar spinach. This stuff never dies. And again, got thyme and basil and rosemary, and it just smells fabulous. Oh look, here's what I'm talking about. Here's some more celery in here. I don't know what this is. It was supposed to be a Roma tomato, but it never did anything. But there's celery in there. I'll be darned. I may have to repot that too. And then this is what I find amazing. Again, last day of December. Check this out. On a dying vine, I have cucumbers. So, there's that. I did pull up my watermelon vine this morning. It still had flowers on it, but it never once produced a watermelon for me. Anyway, that's my update at the moment. I'm going to keep pushing on this and see how far I can get today. Everyone enjoy, have a safe and insane New Year's Eve, and I will see you next year.